Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Choda and welcome to my channel Ignition Time. I appreciate you being a viewer. I appreciate you being a subscriber. If you haven't become a subscriber of our channel yet, please consider subscribing. Simply click the subscribe button below and also enable notifications. This way you'll get instant updates from us going forward. Thank you so much for visiting. My name is Dr. Nitin Choda with Ignition Time and I'm excited to take you on a new journey on our channel where you can achieve financial freedom, where you can live the American dream just like I did, because I want to teach you things that I've done in my own life. These are my own life lessons that I'm teaching you. This channel Ignition Time is not just a stimulus channel, not just a channel where you get information on unemployment benefits. We have much more to offer. I have significant goals and significant aspirations for my viewers and subscribers. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what the government actually wants from its citizens and how you can become what I call a super taxpayer. A super taxpayer doesn't mean someone paying more taxes. A super taxpayer is someone who actually pays less taxes because they do what the government wants them to do. So this is sort of the secret that people go all their lives without knowing, without realizing, and I'm actually going to share it with you. I have done these things myself. I'm doing these things myself on a regular basis, and I'm going to reveal the secret to you. Here's the secret. The government wants A, to create jobs, B, to create affordable housing. It's as simple as that. So I want you to, if you want, you can write this down because this is extremely important. It sounds basic. Do not make the mistake of saying, I've heard that before. I know. Well, if you know, then why haven't you done what I'm about to tell you? I mean, I'm challenging you because I'm coming from a good place. I'm trying to help you. Okay. So I want you to really understand what I'm about to tell you because the simplest things are the things that tend to give you the biggest breakthroughs. So I want you to get a sheet of paper, grab a pen and write this down. The government wants help creating jobs and the government wants help creating affordable housing. Why? Because ultimately when people are employed, they allow the economy to grow. They allow businesses to make more money. They allow the government to collect more by way of taxes. When you create a job, you actually end up paying taxes to the government. Your employees end up paying taxes to the government. But there are some hidden advantages to those who own businesses. And I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've done videos where I talked about businesses that, made more money, but, it paid less taxes. You know the story of Amazon. You also, if you saw my video on doomed to fail, why the $4 trillion that were allocated through all the stimulus packages up to this point, the $4 trillion that have been allocated by the federal government, why over half, that is specifically $2.3 trillion, went to businesses who didn't even have to fulfill certain obligations, but a small portion, right around one fifth, actually went to the low income earner, the middle income earner, went to individuals and families because the system is rigged. The system is fundamentally geared towards businesses, towards both small businesses and big businesses. So again, the government wants A, job creation, and B, affordable housing. So ask yourself who creates more jobs and ask yourself who creates affordable housing. I want you to really think about this for a second. Just take a minute and think about who creates more jobs and who creates affordable housing. I'll give you a clue. Who creates more jobs? Small businesses and big businesses. In fact, small businesses are responsible for more than 60% of the engine of America. So when you work for, let's say, a small business, or, I don't know, a local shop or somebody providing service to local clients, you are essentially being employed by someone, being employed by a business owner or an entrepreneur. So a business owner that creates jobs is doing what the government fundamentally wants, because again, the more people that are employed, the more taxes are paid into the system, and the more they. So again, when people are employed, they are less dependent on a stimulus check. They're less dependent. They're not even eligible for unemployment. So individuals who are employed create less pressure as far as the government is concerned. So the government always wants people to be employed. Now, who helps people be employed? Again, small business owners. So when you're a small business owner and you employ people, you receive tax breaks for job creation. This is very significant. I want you to really think about this. In fact, with the 2017 revision to the tax laws that got instituted by the Trump administration. By the way, there were three major revisions to the tax laws in over 100 years. was the third major revision. With that revision, businesses that created jobs, that had employees, started to get more and more credits, started to get more and more tax credits for encouraging job growth. So, essentially, the current administration, at the time I'm recording this video, President Trump's administration, has been an aggressively pro-business, pro-growth administration, an administration that is cutting back on regulation and encouraging more business and more growth, and cutting taxes on businesses and corporations that essentially create more jobs, because the government wants more job creation. So I hope you understood that businesses create jobs, and that's important to the government. So how does this apply to you? Can you create a business where you can essentially employ people, where you can create jobs, W2 employees? No, I'm not talking necessarily 1099s, but W2 employees. 1099s too, that's fine. But the fundamental unemployment benefit system is geared to help those who lost their job. The PUA, the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program, which is scheduled to expire at the end of the year at the time I'm recording this video, was specifically instituted to help self-employed workers and gig workers and part-time workers and those who would not normally qualify for unemployment. It's extra pressure for the government. It's an extra load that they don't want to handle. They don't want to have to deal with it. They don't want to spend the money on it. So if you can create a business and if you can create jobs, you essentially get incentives from the government. That's the important part. So that was the job creation part. The second part is real estate investors. Now, I'm a real estate investor. I buy single family homes because for me, each home is like a business. Each home, even though it's a home, it doesn't have any actual business activity, it fundamentally is a business because I get to write off, and legally, by the way, this is exactly what President Trump did. This is what all real estate investors do. I can any real estate investor can legally write off the property taxes, the insurance cost, the mortgage interest deduction, and when you write off all of those costs, and you also have depreciation on the property. So let's say you have a property that's worth $250,000 and $200,000 is the building value and $50,000 is the land value. You can't depreciate the land value because as far as the IRS is concerned, land does not depreciate, but you can indeed depreciate the value of the building over a period of time. So let's say you depreciate it over, let's just say 27 and a half years, then for $200,000 property that's depreciated over 27 and a half years, you could depreciate maybe close to $7,000 a year. In addition to those $7,000 a year, you could depreciate the value of the mortgage interest that was paid, the property taxes, the insurance, and you get to depreciate probably $15,000, $16,000, $18,000 a year on paper. Now, on the other hand, all the rental income you get, all the positive cash flow, all the equity buildup you get, that is offset by all of your losses, if you will. And this is just the way the law is written. There's nothing unscrupulous about it. This is the way things are. So what does this mean to you? This means that if you can become a real estate investor, you don't have to buy single family real estate like I do. You could buy a home if you have the ability to fix it up, to raise the value of the home and then rent it out. That could be the start of your journey. You could do house hacking. You could live in a home as your primary residence and rent out a portion of it. There are many things you can do with real estate, but the purpose of me making this video was to let you know that the government wants job creation and the government wants to create affordable housing. And if you can do either one of those, you will be on your way to becoming a super taxpayer. In other words, you'll be at the top, but you'll be paying lower taxes legally. This is the way the system is created. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Dr. Nitin Choda with Ignition Time. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video. I have the fortune, the honor, the privilege of living the American dream. So hopefully I can help you live your American dream. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. That's 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. Get your cell phone out. Send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000. That's 70000, and you can get added to SMS alerts list. You can opt out at any time. You can also get on our email list. Go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts. You'll get added to our email list. You can opt out of the SMS or email list at any point in time that you want. No worries about that. Make sure you bookmark youtube.com/ignitiontime. That's youtube.com/ignitiontime. This way, you won't be dependent on YouTube for notifications, and you can check out our homepage, watch any of our videos at any point in time that you want. Now, here's something else that's important. You can also follow us on Instagram. Go to ignition_time. That's That's ignition_time. Follow us on Instagram, and we release exclusive content on Instagram. You can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. That's ignition_time. Get breaking news and alerts from us on Twitter. Again, we release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Dr. Nitin Choda. I really, really appreciate you watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Thank you. Bye.